Hello, good evening. Once again, it's the Jesse Show, and we're on episode 3 now. Episode 1 got a lot of feedback. Episode 2 got some people subscribe to the Spotify, and some people subscribe to YouTube. And this episode 3, I am Jeremy.
I'm Cynthia.
So it's nice inviting you into our conversation for the next 10 minutes, and I'm hoping that this episode 3 is also going to get a lot of engagements, feedbacks, responses, and even subscriptions on YouTube and Spotify. But today we are talking about in-law drama.
Yeah.
So we initially wanted to call this brother, sister, mother, father, not in-laws, but maybe we'll opt for in-law drama.
Yeah, so I have a story. Okay, someone called me some weeks back and mentioned that her sister is planning to get married.
Okay.
Yes. So she has this guy she's dating, but when she introduced this person to her parents,
Okay.
they kind of declined the marriage offer on her behalf
Why?
because the guy was not from her tribe. So she was advised to look for someone within their tribe, which she did. Yes, she did. She found someone, and I think things were going on well initially, but after the introduction, not like a serious introduction, just something minor, just to get to know families, the guy started acting weird. He lives outside the country. He became verbally abusive towards her, and she just felt like this is going to be a disaster if she ends up getting married to this person. So she told her parents she's calling off whatever it was and going back to her ex.
Who was from a different tribe?
Yes, he was from a different tribe. And the guy was actually serious, the ex now. He came with his family and they're like, okay, can we get in Nigeria I would say the list.
Yeah.
There's a list.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the requirements.
For traditional wedding.
For the wedding and
Yes.
marriage.
So, and the parents simply just refused to oblige the family.
How old is this person?
The girl should be in her early 30s.
Early 30s.
Yes. So they don't even care if the girl is above 30 or not.
Whatever.
Yeah, so they're like, instead, the girl should relocate from where she's working at currently in a city and relocate back to her I don't even know how to put that down, to her sister's husband's house.
That's
if
complex,
if that makes sense. So the person was literally asking, what do I suggest?
Okay.
What do I think the sister should do in order to get her parents' blessings to move on with the marriage?
Well, her parents are stalling, so she should stall as well, if you ask me, if you see what I mean. I understand she's 31 years old.
Yeah.
Her parents are not in a hurry, so she should not be in a hurry as well. Her parents are not worried, so she should not worry as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would advise. There's some elements to the story that are quite tricky. She should leave a decent job in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about financial security before. Financial security is important. So if she was getting a good pay from that job, who's going to be giving her the good pay?
I don't know.
And then relocate.
They don't care about that.
So her parents don't care about that.
No. Just find your tribal person and get married.
Yeah, for those of our listeners that are international, who are not in very tribal societies, some societies are quite tribal. This might be quite interesting or unique for you to listen to. But some societies want you to, marry from people that think like us, look like us, speak like us, eat like us, dress like us. They want you to marry from within that, I don't know what equivalent this is in the global world, global village that we live in. But in some of our villages where we come from, people are quite tribal like this. But my advice would be, if your parents are withholding their blessings, suspend action.
Yeah.
You don't look like you're agreeing.
Well, I understand where you're coming from when you say suspend action, because that's going to be like a potential in-law issue, right? Because if they eventually get married, obviously the parents will not take the husband as their own.
True.
Yeah, that's just what it'll be.
True. You see, because in-law drama happens, in my opinion, when a mother-in-law, which is usually the main issue in in-law drama, you will tell me why. When a mother-in-law does not take, in this case now, the son, the son-in-law as her son.
Yeah.
There can be in-law drama there. Or when a father-in-law, father-in-laws usually don't have more drama. I don't know why that is. Does not take the son-in-law as his son.
I think women just have more drama.
I wouldn't be so brave on a podcast to say that.
Well,
but coming from a woman,
it is what it is. Well, fortunately, I didn't have that issue, I would say, personally, but from stories I've read online and all that.
Why do you think you didn't have that issue with your mother-in-law? This is the meat of the matter now. Before 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think my husband. Well, you're here. You had a way of I don't even know how to explain that now. Before I even came into the home, you had a way to just like try to put everybody in their place. Okay, so everybody just respect us. Everybody just knew what to do, I would say. You didn't come out and say, you didn't just encourage any unnecessary drama, actually.
Yeah. And I was quite young at the time, let me mention. Yeah, I wasn't as old as I am now. I was really young at the time, call it 27 or 28. But as a 27 or 28, it's interesting because some 25-year-olds and 24-year-olds these days don't even know what time it is. But as at 27 or 28, I had the good sense to know.
That's before we got married.
Before we got married. Before we got married, of course, yeah. If anything, we got married when I was 31. So at about 27 or 28, I had the good sense to know that I told my mom, I've met someone I like, I'm seeing the person, I really like her, I might get married to her. But when I get married to her, and if I get married to her, take her as your daughter.
Yeah, which she did, actually.
Well, my mom actually listens to what I say, and she did take her as a daughter. Yeah. I told my mom had just one daughter who's my blood sister. I told her, now I'm bringing my fiancée, girlfriend, wife-to-be. She's going to be your second daughter. Erase the in-law part and just take her as your daughter.
Yeah, okay. So, going back to the story.
Yes.
So what I told that lady that called me was just to tell her a story of a friend. What that friend did some years back was brave. I don't think I can do it, but that's what this friend did. She literally did a court wedding with the guy because they've been dating for like 3 years. He's rich, he's handsome, he's like God-fearing, everything. So what is the reason? Just try. She literally just went on, did a court marriage, held a big reception. All her friends came in. They got married. 3 months into the marriage, the parents got wind of it that their daughter is already married and living with the husband. They had no option than to call them back and settled it. They did their traditional wedding by December and they're married now, happy. Everyone is happy.
Everyone's happy. No in-law drama.
Yeah.
That was brave.
That was very brave. So that's what I just told her. That's what I know. So I don't know what you're going to do, but this is what someone did. So
yes, of course. Thank you very much. So thank you, listeners, for listening. This was a very interesting episode.
I wouldn't do that though. But that's what someone did.
We try not to give advice, unsolicited advice, all right? But we just let you know.
Yeah.
And that it is what it is. And you go and make up your mind, think about it, or what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening once again. It's been the Jesse Show. And we try to keep it within 10 minutes. And we've overspilled, obviously, today because of how interesting it's been. But thanks for your patience. And I hope you enjoy this. Once again, what we do here is marriage and family intimacy. Mafi, bye-bye.
Bye.